Well, with that, some big breaking news which is coming in as Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is invited to attend the ongoing World Economic Forum in Davos. Now, Indian American Muslim Council has issued an open letter to the participants. It has branded Yogi as a Hindu militant monk. Alleges that UP Chief Minister is known for sowing hatred, for creating division, abuses civilians opposing CAA, and is an accused in the 2007 Gorakhpur riot case. In fact, the Muslim Association Council has based on it an unnamed 2022 report which alleges that Yogi is responsible for extrajudicial killings, for anti-CAA killings as well. And this at a time while targeting religious minorities in India. Not just this, the crime against Muslims also, it alleges, rose under the UP Chief Minister's rule. In fact, remember, this is the same IAMC, which, remember, is a Muslim council peddling a narrative to malign and even demonize Prime Minister Modi earlier. In fact, it had lobbied to get India blacklisted by US Religious Freedoms Body, which had happened in 2013. This is the same body which had also raised $412,000 to promote sanctions on India, on China, as well as Myanmar. In fact, it claims that all those who died in the Delhi riots were also Muslims, something which is factually highly inacceptable. And I'm going to quote him here. Taliban carried out major societal reforms in Afghanistan. This is something which was said by Kaleem Khwaja, who is one of the members of this very body. Let me go across to Pranesh. Pranesh, you must explain to us what exactly is this chart sheet, or should we call it a hit list, which has been made against Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. Very interesting to see. It is a similar chart sheet, if we can call it that, by this very Muslim body, which it had prepared even against the Prime Minister.
You know, Meghna, let's quickly put this in context. We'll talk about the credentials of Yogi Adityanath in just a bit. Let's understand what this group is. This group is funded by Pak. This group is pro-terror. This group is anti-India and anti-Hindu. There are more than 100 examples to prove the credentials of this group that is based out of US, the Indian American Muslim Council. Just to give a sense to our viewers of what this group actually stands for, this group thinks that Taliban, the terror organization, is doing a great service to humanity. So this tells you about the mindset of this group. Now what has happened is that the toolkit which was adopted by the ecosystem to discredit and malign Prime Minister Modi over the last 10-15 years, where they said, look, he is the butcher of Gujarat, don't give him visa, don't give him a platform, do not invite him, do not allow him to leave India. That toolkit is being used. The target has changed. The target is the Chief Minister of India's largest state, Yogi Adityanath, who was elected democratically, to say the least, by people of all faiths. The Indian American Muslim Council, this pro-terror anti-India group, is saying that the World Economic Forum is legitimizing Hindu militant monk Yogi Adityanath's crimes against humanity. In other words, they have branded Yogi Adityanath as anti-Muslim. Now, when we went to the opposition and asked them to take a stand, the opposition parties are echoing, justifying this narrative. Most of them have given a clean sheet to the credentials of this group, the Indian American Muslim Council. Not one of them has condemned IAMC for backing terror and for always slandering India. And
absolutely. In fact, you mentioned the opposition reactions. Let's get our viewers some of those. The opposition, as we were just discussing, have echoed the ban Yogi toolkit. In fact, it says that Yogi's image is deteriorating not only within India but even outside the country, and that his antecedents have shown that he's anti-minority. Instead of slamming anti-India forces, you have the opposition backing the IAMC. Listen.
Nobody can object a sitting chief minister attending a World Economic Forum summit in Davos. Having said that, I would also like to bring to the notice that, it's also a fact that his antecedents of the way he has treated minorities, presided over communal and polarizing kind of atmosphere and communal riots and all, shows what he is. So, but that cannot stop him from attending a economic forum meet in Davos as a chief minister.
योगी जी की इमेज सिर्फ देश में नहीं देश के बाहर भी जो बिगड़ती जा रही है, इस पे बहुत ध्यान देने की ज़रूरत है। क्योंकि इन्वेस्टमेंट तो हमको चाहिए, किसी भी देश को तरक्की करने के लिए इन्वेस्टमेंट बहुत ज़रूरी है, लेकिन अगर इस तरह की छवि सिर्फ देश में नहीं देश के बाहर भी अगर उत्तर प्रदेश की बनती रही तो इन्वेस्टमेंट आना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा।
Well, let me go across to our bureau chief, Amir Haq, who's joining us from Lucknow. Well, Amir, this is very interesting. On one hand, you have the opposition parties who could have used this occasion to stand up against those who have aligned India. Instead, they have decided to attack the elected Chief Minister, Yogi Adityanath, along with IAMC.
Well, absolutely, Meghna, because Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath was not to go to Davos in his personal capacity. Neither was he representing his party when he was going there. He was going there as the Chief Minister of the biggest and most populous state in India, Uttar Pradesh, and that too for a very, very noble cause, to seek investment for Uttar Pradesh. In fact, a huge program in terms of Global Investor Summit has been planned for 10th to 12th of February, and it was in line with the kind of tours that were planned for various ministers as well as for Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath across various domestic circuits as well as in various foreign countries, that the Chief Minister was undertaking this tour. Although we've been told by the Chief Minister's office that he's no more going to Davos. Obviously, Yogi Adityanath is attending the National Executive Meet of BJP, and then later on he also has to participate in some of the other programs, including the ones with Prime Minister Modi, and therefore he perhaps will not be able to go to Davos. But that is a different thing. The fact that the opposition is going hammer and tongs against the Chief Minister, bringing up all such insinuations that they had been levelling against him even before he became the Chief Minister, it speaks volumes of the kind of hatred that perhaps opposition has against Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and his brand of politics.
Well, absolutely, and wouldn't let go of any opportunity to target him again. Do stay on with us. Amir, we'll also come back and discuss how it is eerily similar to the targeted attacks which happened on the Prime Minister as well earlier by the same IAMC. But let me also tell you some of the other breaking reactions which are coming to it. This one is coming in from the TMC. Well, they say that the Yogi is the reason for all the violence which has been happening in the state of Uttar Pradesh. If that is true, then perhaps he should take cognizance. Listen in.
Indian American Muslim Council has taken exception to the visit of Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi ji in Davos for the official visit. It seems that the record available with that council is that the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh is responsible for growing violence and hatred in the state of Uttar Pradesh and consequently also throughout the country, India, and it is their disapproval of the conduct of the Chief Minister. It is for the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh to ignore it or to take cognizance of it.
Indian American Muslim Council protesting against Mr. Yogi Adityanath participating in Davos is absolutely uncalled for. He's the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. Why should Indian American Muslim Council definitely should interfere? Because it is a personal Indian matter, and whatever it is, the Muslims of India are capable of handling it. I don't think we need Indian, African or Australian Muslim Council to really intervene and interfere in our internal matters. Yogi Adityanath is Honorable Chief Minister of a state in India, and he is more than welcome to go to promote, protect and propagate his state, and I don't think Indian American Muslim Council should definitely interfere in this internal matters of India.
I think this condemnation doesn't carry any point, because he is a constitutionally elected head of a state in India. He is an elected representative and he heads the state. He has every right to attend the World Economic Forum. So I think that such type of criticism and such type of in fact this itself is a hate comment, and this cannot be entertained.